Hello, welcome back. Some time ago, I posted a video on 5 random films, one from each decade started with the 1980s, then I made a quick review of them. Remember that? 5 films, 5 reviews. Well, since there's many movies out there, and I'm gonna have many more of these videos, here's 5 more films for you. Hope you like this one. So the first one I picked is a 1988 comedy called The Great Outdoors. Written by John Hughes and directed by Howard Deutch, I don't know what it is, starring 2 comedic actors that need absolutely no introduction, the late John Candy and Dan Aykroyd. The film is about 2 families spending a vacation in a fictional resort in northern Wisconsin. Tensions build between the 2 families as a result of the different personalities, leading to comedic antics. I remember watching this film when I was a kid and enjoying this one, specifically the chemistry between Dan Aykroyd and Candy, who have made many films together. In fact, this is the 3rd of 4 films. A little FYI, both actors are featured at the end of credits of Hughes' previous film, He's Having a Baby, as the characters in this movie. The next film I picked was the 1993 teen skating film, Airborne, directed by Rob Bowman and stars Shane McDermott, Rennie Powell, Jacob Vargas, with early appearances by Jack Black and no other than Seth Green. The film is about a California teen, McDermott, forced to live with his relatives in Cincinnati while being harassed for his laid-back West Coast persona. In the dead of winter. He's not used to that. This film really hits home for me because it's the one that got me into inline skating. Yes, I was a 90s inline skater, which we called back then rollerblading. This film wasn't a hit, still is not very popular and considered to be a forgotten film, especially with today's generation. Though not many of these films were made, it is actually considered the best teen skating film. Try to find it, watch it if you can find it. The next one is a 2007 drama starring Adam Sandler and John Cheadle, Reign Over Me. The story follows former college roommates and old friends, whom one is struggling with depression after the death of his wife and daughters in the September 11 attacks. Though this film came out 6 years after the attacks, it was still a sensitive topic at the time of release. Sandler's acting performance was praised, removing him from his usual comedic roles, though I thought it was strange he didn't receive any nominations. This film also had an ensemble cast, with Liv Tyler, Jada Pinkett Smith, Donald Sutherland, and Belinda Dillon in her last starring role. Moving on. The next film I picked is the 2015 biopic Straight Outta Compton, a film that needs no introduction. I, in fact, should do a separate review for this one, but since we're here, why not? This one tells a story of the rise and fall of the West Coast hip-hop group NWA, but it goes deeper with the relationship between the group members. Corey Hawkins and Jason Mitchell portrayed a great Dr. Dre and Eazy-E. And kudos to O'Shea Jackson Jr. for portraying his father, Ice Cube. Very good, very well done. Now, personally, I wasn't a big fan of the group, but as I watched it, I remembered a lot of things that happened in real life. It took me back. I like that they mentioned Cube's writing of the film Friday, the creations of the songs that I know, and they mentioned one of my favorite groups, Bone Thugs-n-Harmony. And of course, they obviously had to talk about the death of Eazy-E and the cause of AIDS. Now, I can't say how much of it was 100%. I'm not sure if it was thrown in there to entertainment purposes. However, it was a good movie. It was a good watch with good acting, writing, and pacing. I give it 2 thumbs up. Check it out if you haven't yet. Last one I picked was the 2021 musical In the Heights. This was based on the Broadway show of the same name by Lin-Manuel Miranda that came out a few years earlier. With a similar plot about a community in Washington Heights where the characters pursue dreams, or sueñitos as they call it, for a better life. It's a feel-good movie, and if you're Latin American, grew up in the area, or just like musicals, you'd appreciate this movie. I've never seen the Broadway show, but when I heard they were making this film, I was excited to see it. It was scheduled to come out in 2020, but this thing that stopped the world called COVID hit, and it caused it to be postponed until 2021. And when it was released, it has many of the actors from the Broadway show. And it also has actors from Lin-Manuel Miranda's next musical, Hamilton. I enjoy musicals. I enjoy Broadway musicals more than I enjoy film musicals. But this is pretty good. I enjoyed it. This movie did not do very well in the box office, probably because it was released during a time when we weren't going to movies. But it wasn't a bad film. There you have it. 5 random films, 5 reviews. Thank you for watching. Drop a like, drop a comment, drop a criticism. I don't care. Have a good weekend.